We've reached a small but very challenging sand dune on the border track deep in the Narcat Conservation Park. Wes, in his Ford Everest, has conquered the rutted out hill.
Piece of cake.
But I'm towing a fully packed Easy Trail Sterling weighing around 2 tonnes behind my Ford Ranger. Making a climb like this, wishful thinking. But what the heck.
Beauty, on my way. Ooh, we're doing the old porpoise up here now. Bouncing away. Okay.
About 100 metres from the top.
Just that little bit harder with the trailer on the back, and we are still moving forward amazingly.
So close, but so far. Let's see if Wes can help get us up and over.
We'll get a soft shackle first. So guys, the soft shackle that we've got, it's actually, you'll notice that it has got a strong braid around it, same as the one that Bill's just grabbed there. That's important so that when you're using it on a recovery point, that it doesn't shear the rope itself. So that's just a protective layer. Not a lot of strength in it, but it does protect your rope itself. And we're actually using one of these kinetic straps from Adventure Supply Co. And awesome thing about them is they're super light, even though they look kind of bulky. Super light and incredibly strong. And these things will give you another 10% stretch as opposed to your regular snatch strap, your more traditional style one. And they're far less prone to breaking because they're actually braided together as opposed to stitched together. So definitely more expensive than your regular snatch strap, but you get what you paid for. Here you go, Wes. If you could hook her up. So you might notice here we're using what are known as soft shackles, and in a recovery you really want to just maximize the safety because basically people have died by using the wrong things. Never off a tow ball, that can turn into a lethal projectile, and keep in mind where you're actually hooking up to as well. Like we've got a rated recovery point tucked under the front end of our Ford Ranger, and that's rated by ARB, tested, it's hooked in various places under the vehicle, so that's just not going to come adrift. You can't use the regular shipping tie-down points. You might see an eye underneath the front end of your four-wheel drive, but chances are, if it's painted black, don't use it because it could, again, turn into a lethal projectile when it takes the full weight of your four-wheel drive, and in my case, your camper trailer as well. But now it's CB time, and we'll see how this goes.
I am in low and sports mode. I'll let it do the gears, I think, just to sort of get me moving. And yeah, see how we go. Fingers crossed, Pat.
He hasn't even taken up tension yet, and he can't even make it up the hill. So what he's trying to do is quite a cool technique. He is trying to compact the sand and go backwards, forwards to give himself a little bit of a launch pad to get some momentum up, and then he can hopefully make it up the hill. But I've got a feeling that he might be
I'm not entirely sure my traction control all the way off.
out of luck.
Next, we try it with a bit of a running start from further down the hill.
Okay, we're going and we're snatching. It's a bit of a bumpy old ride. I think the hill has beaten us. But that's okay. There is another track around the side, so rather than damaging this track, we will take the alternative.
Thankfully, there are routes bypassing the steeper climbs along the border track.
Well, that was a little bit of an unfair test, I think, for these vehicles. Being stuck halfway up a pretty soft sand dune with the trailer on the back, but it's kind of what four-wheel driving is about. It's about challenging yourself, challenging your vehicle. Can we make it? Can we recover ourselves? On this case, border track, well, she's won.
The alternative route is no trouble at all.
Ah, how smooth. No tyre spinning. Lovely.
A little further on, we reach another fork in the road at the base of the largest dune on the border track.
Look at that, what is it? 6 different options. And a sign that says, I really should go right.
There's no trailer behind me, mate. So I think I might take the path less travelled.
Okay, mate. Okay. Well, let's see it. We shall see if I need to go over the other side and pull you over the top.
If you don't see me on the other side, let's check the revision mirror. Chances are I'll come back and going around, but we'll see.
No worries. Let's give it a go.
So as I take the road more travelled, Wes points to Fort Everest towards the summit of Mount Little Doughboy.
Yeah, right. That's a bit of a climb. Oh, here comes the big ones. Yep. Piece of cake. A little bumpy. Straight up and over the top.
Next, under our BFGs.
This is like the pitfall animals would have fallen into.
There's a whole other world. And later, the perfect pit stop recipe. And then we let our Fab Fords loose on the limestone coast. And make sure you check out the Mr. 4x4 app at mr4x4.com.au.